Hello, hello. My name is Scott Hess, and if you're watching this video, this is me right here on the left-hand side, and you would be receiving this video in the rare scenario that my appointment specialist nor my personal assistant are available for whatever reason. So in lieu of them being able to contact you, you're going to watch this brief video to get you through scheduling your actual appointment, because the reality is the first thing that you do is you will meet with my appointment specialist or my personal assistant, who will get you some initial information to schedule the actual appointment. So I'm not sure how familiar you are with our enrollment process, but of course you're anxious to get the specifics of Sophie's program, but this is actually a 3-step process. So normally what my appointment specialist would be doing is first and foremost confirming that you actually watched Sophie's webinar. So that is required. So if for any reason you have not watched Sophie's webinar, please make sure you do that, or let me know so that we can get you a link so you can actually watch that webinar before we get you scheduled for the actual appointment. Now, this 3-step process, Sophie's webinar is step 1 of this process. So that's a good start if you've already completed that. But step 2 is typically a very brief, usually around 10 minutes, pre-appointment call that you have with that appointment specialist. So what they would normally do is just kind of a short interview of sorts, because Sophie does not allow just anyone into our program. And you've got to keep in mind that you are getting to work one-on-one with 6- and 7-figure Amazon sellers. And we need to be sure that you appear to be coachable and serious about our coaching program. But as for step 3 is your actual discovery call. That's the appointment, the actual appointment. And that's what we're going to actually get you scheduled on through this video. But before getting you scheduled for the final step in the process, just want to address a couple of things, because we would normally be asking if you have a business partner, a spouse, or someone who's either planning on doing this business with you, or someone who is at least part of the decision-making process for the training in terms of you actually moving forward and possibly purchasing Sophie's training system. So if you do have a spouse or a business partner involved in the business or decision-making process, really important that you understand, we really and very strongly prefer that both of you are on the appointment where we share the specifics and details of all this. So we don't require it per se, but again, we really strongly urge that both you and your partner or spouse are on the call. What we find is that the vast majority of the time, the person in the appointment cannot do justice to the information they absorb during the call in terms of transferring that information to their spouse or partner. And so that person ends up kind of getting a half-hearted representation of what this is, how it works, how everything kind of works, whatever is involved and entails. And in many cases, the other half just basically hears, hey, I met with a guy. He has some training where I'm going to earn 6 figures 12 months from now, and he wants some money. That's all they hear. So to truly give this a fair shake and legitimate consideration, we really want both people on this call, because you'd be surprised at how often the spouse or partner ends up on a call with us at a later point anyway, and we end up doing this twice. So please do communicate to your spouse or partner if you have one, so you can both absorb the information firsthand that I'm going to be sharing at the actual appointment. We view this as really important, so please do your best to get them on the call if that is the case. Now, the second thing I needed to inquire about, normally the appointment specialist would be inquiring as to your approach to this, meaning, are you brand spanking new? Are you a complete newbie? So if you're completely starting fresh from scratch and have zero experience without knowing what products you want to sell, that's great. That's actually our traditional customer. But if you already have a set of products or an invention or existing inventory or existing product line, just let me know, send me a text message or email, because there might be a slightly different approach or just a couple of things that I can anticipate that I'm going to need to cover in the particular call. So if you do have products in mind or an invention or something, you're actually a bit different than our typical customer, because this program was actually created to be a step-by-step system for people to build a successful 6-figure Amazon business in 12 months with no experience. But we have helped many people dramatically increase and scale what they already have going on as well. So just wanted you to know that, because me, your Amazon income specialist, and a team leader for Sophie. I'm one of the leads here. I manage a couple of different teams who share this information. we may have to cover a couple of things above and beyond the normal overview and description of the training system. So be sure to let me know if that's the case. But again, you guys, you are going to be meeting with me for this appointment. And I have a few things that are required before you do this appointment. So here at Blue Sky, we do believe it's very important that you know who you're working with, that you know why I'm qualified to be leading you through this, and that you kind of know my story a bit as well. So you may want to have a pen and paper handy because there's a couple of things that I'm going to show you here. But the first thing you are going to need is to watch a required pre-appointment video. So don't worry, it's pretty short. It actually takes just 20 minutes to watch that video. Fairly entertaining, if I must say so myself. And, it's just a get to know your specialist video where I outline what we expect, what you need to do to be successful with Sophie's Blue Sky training, and that sort of thing. So you need to watch that video from beginning to end. But when you're done with that video, it's really important that you then immediately click the link that's under that video. So you'll click that link under the Get to Know Your Specialist video, and you're going to then be taken to an online form. So you'll click the link under that video, and it's actually going to take you to a new page, and you'll take as little as 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the very most, to answer the questions on that page in that form. So the most important thing to note, though, is that after that form is filled out, you have to be absolutely sure that you click the submit button onto that page. So I want to show you a couple of things here. So one of the things that you're going to be sent is this page right here. So let me get this back to the original size. So once you're here on the Blue Sky appointment information page, this has all the information you're going to need. So for you, this is likely going to be the case where you actually need to schedule your actual discovery call with me. And so the first thing you'll do is just click this link. So you click this, and as you can see, it's going to take you to a video. So this is now the pre-appointment video page. You'll just come down here and you'll watch this video. And then of course you can click these words or click this link right here to get to that form that I referenced. So it's pretty simple. So that's step one. Step two is clicking the link under the pre-appointment video. I cited that already. But then to schedule your actual appointment, you're going to need to click this link right here. So just a little 3-step process. So you'll click this link, and once you click it, be absolutely sure that you enter your local time zone or country. So if you're in the United Kingdom, you'll obviously want to come here and highlight the United Kingdom. If you're in the United States, you want to choose whether you're in the Eastern time zone, Central, Mountain, or Pacific. And the reason you want to do that is because when you schedule, you will receive email reminders. The email reminders will transpire 24 hours, 1 hour, and 20 minutes prior to the call. So you will get those email reminders. And once you go ahead and get this scheduled, you will then be taken to the confirmation page. So you'll see this page is Blue Sky Confirmed. So after you schedule, you'll come here, and it advises you that you have to be sure to follow these instructions because I'm not going to call you. We do this appointment through an app that we call Zoom. You don't have to worry about downloading anything, nothing like that. All you'll have to do is click this link. It'll ultimately be this link right here. So like 3 minutes before the appointment, click this link and you'll enter the Zoom room. So Zoom is just basically a virtual conferencing room software. So click this link as an emergency backup if for some reason you absolutely cannot attend by being close to your computer or on your computer. You can call in. So you can call any one of these telephone numbers, USA or Canada, or essentially every country on the face of the earth. You can call one of the dial-in numbers, as you can see here, and then you'll just need to enter this meeting ID using your dial pad after it asks for it. So that's the meeting ID. But again, please only use this as an emergency backup option. What you want to do is click this link, ideally a few minutes before the call. Typically you click this and it takes maybe 10 seconds for a little piece of software to be automatically uploaded onto your computer. And within 10-15 seconds, you'll be inside of that Zoom room, and then you just wait for the call to start. So everything else on here, you just want to read the page very carefully. And I'm really excited to meet with you. I mean, this can be so ridiculously life-changing, and you guys are going to watch my Amazon Income Specialist Get to Know Your Specialist video. You guys, I came from nothing and went from broke and bankrupt to making more money in a month than a lot of Americans make in a year. This stuff can be really, really life-changing, and I can't wait to show you what everything involves here. So with that said, that's where we're at. What you need to do for the time being is get to this page, startwithcoach.com/blue sky info. And I should have texted and or emailed that to you as well. So I just wanted to get this video to you. I hope you're having an amazing day. I look very forward to the call. Just please be sure you read everything very carefully and feel free to text me if you have any questions. I do apologize that my appointment specialist and my personal assistant, neither of them were able to reach out to you at this particular time, and that's why you're receiving this video. But I do appreciate it. Have a great day, and thanks so much.